Hi, I'm Scarlett, if there's anybody out there, and yeah, this is kind of my first video just introducing myself to... I fiddle with my hair a lot because when I don't really know what to do with my hands it just goes there. Please ignore it. Also ignore like the mess of my room, it just exists. Yeah, most of what I read is like young adult fiction because that's just what I like. I really love getting like into the worlds and stuff. So I thought just to like kind of introduce myself a bit, so like you know what kind of books I'm going to be reviewing and what I like. I would just go through kind of like my top 10 like favourite books and series of all time. Right then. So this isn't going to be any like particular order because I can't decide. I just love them all so much. They're like my little children. So yeah. Number 1. So we got Harry Potter because who doesn't have Harry Potter on this list? I mean, seriously. As you've probably noticed, I'm missing. I am missing Goblet of Fire because I don't have a copy of that one. So then I've got The Hunger Games because again, who doesn't have this on their list? It's like, have you not heard of The Hunger Games? You've been living under a rock for the last year and a half. Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. This isn't like as widely known as like the other two are. I just don't know why. Not many people have really heard of this one. But yeah, I just read it over the summer and I loved it. And then I devoured Bloodlines, which I'm loving even more than Vampire Academy, which I didn't think was possible, but it is. And The Fiery Heart comes out in like a month, and I think I'm going to die. I can't wait that long. No. The first movie for these comes out on Valentine's Day of next year. Who needs a boyfriend? Just go see Vampire Academy. Even better, take your fictional boyfriend. I mean, I'm taking Percy. So then, we have the aforementioned Percy Jackson series. I love Percy Jackson, and I didn't think I would love it as much as I did. I read it a couple years ago, but I love it so much. And then I kind of forgot about it for a while, but then I reread it. And I love it. I'm missing The Last Olympian. And The Heroes of Olympus. I do not have the first 3 books in the Heroes of Olympus series, but House of Hades, I do have. And if you look here, signed. It's the only signed book I have, and I love it. The Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, which I read just kind of the start of this year up until now, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I thought it was just such a great kind of new world to go into. And it was just written so well. And it was so funny. I didn't think it was going to be funny. And then it was. And I was like, funniness. So I'm probably going to have a movie review of that up at some point. I'm not going to review the books because I read them so close together that the details are all blurred together in my mind. Which makes me really sad. But oh well. I might review them at some point next time I reread them. I will do that. Ooh, next one. Whoopsie. The Host. The Host. I read The Host this year. I know, I'm so behind. I'm sorry. But I read it this year, just before the movie due to come out. And I loved it. I think the movie got really bad reviews. Personally, I enjoyed it, but everyone hated it. Like Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 4%. I was like, are you kidding me? I loved it. I went with my friend Kirsty, who doesn't read. I know, doesn't read. She doesn't read, and she loved it. She said she preferred it to the Hunger Games movie. She did read the book of that one, but aside from that, she doesn't read. So I was like, wow. This one is what I tell people is my favourite book of all time, which is weird, because typically I don't like contemporary books, but this one, I loved it. I think it was just such a powerful story, and I hadn't experienced anything like it before, and I read it when I was a couple years younger than I am now. So it was the first kind of thing I'd experienced like this. And that one is If I Stay by Gail Forman. I have 2 copies. I actually have 3. I have another one, but it's in the UK. Left it there. I couldn't take all my books with me. So yeah, my favourite book. I just thought that Mia, I think she's so strong, and I love her and Adam's story. I have read the sequel and I didn't enjoy it. I thought it kind of like didn't really have a purpose at all, so didn't enjoy it. Right, I'm almost at the end. I should point out that a series with a spin-off series like Vampire Academy and Bloodlines I'm counting as one series, because otherwise I couldn't get all the stuff I love into one little... Okay, this one is an adult series, and I don't read very many adult books. Correction, I don't read adult books except for these, but I read these and I love them. And they are the Stephanie Plum books written by Janet Ivanovich. I have most of them, and I would have held up the first one except I lent it to my friend who just read it and she loved it too. It's really great. It's really funny. I wasn't expecting it to be as funny as it was. It's quite rude, but my mum lent it to me, the first one, and I've just gotten addicted. And there's 19 of them. There's 19. The 20th one comes out in November, and I'm on book 18, and I'm too scared to read 19 because I just know that I won't have any left, and I need this funniness. It's just so good. But yeah, since you probably won't know what it is, because it's not really one of the well-known ones, I'll go into it. Stephanie Plum's going through a rough patch in her life. Out of a job and out of pocket, she's forced to turn to her slimy cousin Vinny for a job. Instead of taking on an admin role, Stephanie goes for the big bucks, bounty hunting. With no money, no experience, and no idea how to work her new gun, Stephanie faces a boatload of problems, not to mention that her first criminal is her childhood sweetheart gone bad. This is the least of her problems when she needs to deal with her proud mother, crazy granny, and being handcuffed naked to a shower rail. It's a good thing she's one for the money. Yeah, great book. Should read it. Get on that. It's like good for when I finish a book series that I'm like, and I'm in a mourning period. It's like a great little book to read to get you out of your mourning period and ready for something new. Because it just makes you so happy and you forget about all your sad emotions from traumatic books. It's a rough time. We have Divergent, which everybody's raving about because it's so amazing. Movie, March 2014. I'm excited. I'm not going to go into this anymore because you're going to be bored by now because I've rambled on for so long. So, Divergent. Great book. Read it. Trilogy. Third one comes out soon. I'm too excited. Like, pre-ordered. It's coming. We got this. Right. So, I would mention, there's a couple other ones that I'd love to mention, but I'm going to run out of time and lose your interest. So I'm going to stop now.